Hey there, party people. Welcome back to SJ TV. I'm your host, SJ. If it's your first time joining us, thank you and welcome. We're all about having a good time here, so if you enjoy what you see, I'd love for your support. Got a request? Just hit the link in the description box below. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. To keep the party going, a special shout out to our awesome subscriber and party person, Meikacha, who bought us some coffee to fulfill her request by reviewing the song and explanation video called DDAENG, featuring the rap line of BTS. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay. Dang. 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 Okay, I'm going to pause it right there. That was a lot to take in real quick. First off, just like stage alone, I love this whole Asian theme. Not because they're Asian, but because I really like that it's set in like an Asian-centric theme. I always love that style. But overall, you know, I wasn't understanding when getting this request from Meikacha, our awesome party person and supporter. I didn't really actually understand what she meant by rap line as versus to singer line or vocal line, excuse me. And now I understand that BTS is all these people, all these men in this group, but yet there is a rap line and a singing line. So if you have like, what is it, 6 or 7 guys in the group, there is a purpose for why the split amount of men are in the group to fulfill the singing and rapping. Duh. But with that being said, it reminds me a little bit of, I would say 2 Chainz, even maybe a little bit of Designer's music, trappy, you know, hip hop. I like it. I like it. A good gym track. Let's keep going. They got the moves too, right? They got the dun 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 bam. Yeah, they in the pocket right there. I love it. Uh-oh. They're giving like a TLC silk pajamas vibe too. It's not just, they're not just in Asia. They're like, you know, nightwear going on. I like it. All right, y'all. Dang. Okay. I'm pausing because I'm thinking like I'm about to watch the explanation video. Hopefully the words are clean enough for me to enjoy this the way I am right now. But hopefully no big surprises like what they talk about, you know? Was that one of the other members just coming out to join, one of the vocal line guys? You guys tell me. So far, he's got the best flow. I talked about this in my Tauba Tauba, the Bollywood song I reviewed on this channel, but it's just the way that he was in that flow with the syncopation of the, you know, I think that's a real skill, the fast rapping, that of Jazzy Faye or, you know, people like that. Not Jazzy Faye, who am I talking about? Who's the guy who sings, I'll make you celebrity overnight.
Twister, you told her right. Make you a celebrity overnight.
I'll put it on the screen. I forgot right now. Twister? No, maybe. Hey. Dang. Dang. Hey. Nice. All right, so since Mekacha purchased a 2-in-1 for people like me who do not understand a lick of Korean, this is the explanation video by a Korean. This should be interesting. Hey.
Okay, I know you wanted this, so here we are.
We do.
The rap line of BTS, RM, J-Hope, and Suga dropped a hip-hop track recently on their SoundCloud called DDAENG.
Okay.
It's a song that has an oriental and trap beat at the same time, and it's also a diss track sending messages to their haters.
Oh.
But the wordplay inside it is just amazing. For example, the title DDAENG itself is used in multiple ways throughout the whole song. 1part, 1, 3, 3part. These are all card combinations that come from a Korean card game called Sota or Hwatu.
Oh.
8대 잠깐 굿땡이요?
Simply think of them as the best combinations you can get during a game. For example, 3 and 8, which is called 3팔 광땡, is the ultimate pair that nothing can beat.
Oh.
Thus, the first meaning of 땡 here would be translated into something like better or invincible. Again in the chorus, the word 땡 is already used in 2 more different meanings. For these 2 lines, 땡 is used as the meaning of wrong, which originates from the imitation of a xylophone sound used in quiz shows or auditions when the participant is wrong or bad.
소나무 땡 땡.
For this line, 땡 is used as the sound of a bell, and it also comes from a children's song called 학교 종이 땡땡땡. Regarding J-Hope mentioning homework in the next verse, there's a very high possibility that this line implies the meaning of go to school, kids.
Hip-hop, dang. Rap star, dang. Young rapper, dang. 방탄, dang. But you, bang. Worldwide, bang.
The first line
I just have to pause there real quick. What an amazing thing to learn. Ever since I watched Squid Game, my understanding of like certain parts of Korean culture has expanded, and I'm sure that that's what they wanted, that's what their intention was. But to see how they're using these little, I don't know how to describe them, but these just little nuances within the language, kind of how we do with urban colloquialisms in like the East Coast or even like the West Coast of America, is quite fascinating, because I wouldn't have even had this on my radar. Like, dang, we use dang, like, dang, I can't believe, like, what you mean? Dang, why'd you do that to me? You know, so this is an interesting way to use this word.
Lines of J-Hope's verse describe the criticism they received in the early ages about their hip-hop or rap style, or BTS being a flop. However, in the next lines, he explains that now they've become a worldwide bang from a dang.
땡. 내가 보기에 너네는 땡. 우리 모두가 땡. 누가 끝발이 좋든 간에 나는 땡 전혀 상관 안 해.
He kind of gets
So basically, you can't mess with us. Like we're those guys. So why even try? Which I'm sure you huge fans of BTS would agree. I'm sure you would agree.
trickier in Suga's verse. The usage of dang is suddenly changed without any notice. The first
땡.
indicate the meaning of wrong or nope, but when he says 누가 끝발이 좋던 간에, he suddenly jumps into the card game again. 끝발 is an everyday slang word for power/influence. When you see a very successful person, you would say something like 와 끝발 죽이네 or 끝발 날리네. This everyday slang word's origin comes from the card game 섰다 again. 끝 is a combination of cards equivalent to 1 point to 9 points. It's the most common pairs you will receive during a game. In contrast, a 땡 is above all 끝s. So that's what Suga is saying in his last lines. 나는 땡 전혀 상관 안 해. Which means I'm a 땡 and I don't care about you lower class goods.
I want to be in a Korean movie. Let me be the one token black guy. I'm okay with that.
So one more thing before we go into Arm's verse. Good has the same sound as good. Yeah, and this good means the end. Suga ends his verse by saying 계속 걱정해주길 good. It could be a double translation as continue worrying about us low pointers, losers, and continue worrying about us, the end. I'm out, mic drop.
계속해 산소리 땡 어릴 적 좋아함 얼음 땡 난 띵동 넌 땡 넌 칠끝 난 땡 라면 먹고 잔 얼굴 땡 떨거지들 두열 땡날 반한 네 얼땡 네가 쩔어 뭐저 개얼땡.
Now personally, RM's part is the apex of this whole song. It's because in one single verse, he uses 7 different usages of 땡. The first line, 캐셔 계산 소리 땡, is literally the sound of the cashier opening, which could also imply that he has a lot of money now.
Wow.
And the second line, 어릴 적 좋아함 얼음 땡, is a Korean version of tag. It's when kids run away, they shout 얼음, which is freeze, to get
얼음.
immune from the catcher, and then another survivor can come along and tag the frozen person, saying
얼음.
땡, which unleashes him from the frozen state. And third, 난 딩동, 넌 땡, means I'm correct and you're wrong. And fourth, 넌 칠끝, 난 땡, is again referenced from the
칠끝.
card game. You might be a 7-pointer, but I'm above that tier. Fifth, 라면 먹고 잔 얼굴 땡, comes from the expression 땡땡 부었다. It's a fun way to describe your face is swollen after you've eaten ramen last night. Six, 떨거지들 do your thing, 날 봐, 난 네 air thing. RM is now playing with language now. The pronunciation of dang is similar to thang, which is the slang of thing in English.
Right.
Last but not least, seventh, 네가 쩔어, 멋져, 개얼탱. RM finally uses another similar sound, 탱, to make it rhyme with dang. 얼탱이 없다 is a slang for 어이가 없다, which means dumbfounded.
어이가 없네.
Phew, so basically, I would summarize this song as genius wordplay and rhythmical onomatopoeia. The repetitive dang sound makes the song much more rhythmical and addictive, whereas the various
Yes.
meanings of dang constantly changing throughout the song make it hard for foreigners or average people to understand, but at the same time makes it genius for a rap lyric.
You got that right, but half the people who are listening to this stuff is just loving the beat. They don't sometimes care, which is why it's so comical when you guys get into my comment section saying, you should have the subtitles on. It's like, trust me, I want to know what I'm listening to, but the general listener, and I think there should be a little bit more grace given, is listening for enjoyment alone. And then the fact of the cherry on top of the cake is the fact that they actually connect with the lyrics. Let's just be honest about that.
우린 celebrate 아직 엑셀 no break 네가 뭔데 날 인정해 이름값 하는 개구리들 응원 안 해주기를 간절히 기도할게 땡.
We celebrate rather than being a celebrity. This line shows BTS's attitude or mentality of being a celebrity in a nutshell. It's not about being special or enjoying the spotlight. It's about sharing and returning the love they received by celebrating together.
이름값 하는 개구리들 응원 안 해주기를
이름값 하는 개구리들 우물 안에 죽기를. This is a reference from a Korean saying called 우물 안 개구리, which means a frog is stuck in a well and he thinks that well is his whole world. Thus, he's very narrow-sighted, and he thinks he's the best inside that small.
Oh, that's such a good analogy. In your own silo, in your own echo chamber.
World. 개구리 usually just means frog.
개구리.
But in this case, I think there's a hidden double meaning inside it, saying 개구리다, which is a slang for fucking lame or foul. I
Okay.
think RM is addressing to the haters in Korea who think they're the best with their own lame songs in this small country.
Oh.
He's saying they should die in this small well called Korea without even having the opportunity to see the big world outside, where BTS is now using as a stage.
Well, I guess he has a right to say that, doesn't he?
But not least, as a director's commentary, I would like to point out the fact that despite this song being a diss track, there is actually no real hate or toxic cursing inside, but rather BTS chooses to play around playfully with the word dang in a teasing manner and swaggering about their current success. For
Not at least overtly, but definitely covertly, they're giving people the business.
me, this is the point that sets apart this song from all other diss tracks. Low negativity, but comic and satirical high self-esteem.
Nice. What a roller coaster ride of information. First off, I really enjoy that song. I enjoy the bop. You know, I'm not a one to listen to music with profanity, and you'll notice that on the channel. I like to keep it real clean. So knowing that the F-bomb was dropped, okay, you know, might not be my thing, but overall, I really enjoy the groove of it. I enjoy, like he said, the mix of hip hop and Oriental style music. That's always going to be a marriage that I love. I think the song that comes to mind directly, which is a weird song to reference, but it's Take Away Golden Platinum Chains. Remember that?
I love everything about you. Take away, yeah, your golden platinum chain.
When they were tripling Aaliyah with Genuine, Missy Elliott Tweet, they had that Oriental vibe, you know. I think the song is called, it's not Perfect Match. I'll have it on the screen. But yeah, overall, thank you again, Meikacha. This was a pleasure to just explore and hear the explanation. That was extremely helpful, because I know people come in my comments, like I said before, and they're like, you should know what the song is about. And it's like, guys, I have a lot that I'm reviewing, and I'm trying to make sure that in my natural raw reaction, how would I feel if I was just walking somewhere or I went to a grocery store and the song came on and I didn't know a word? Would I respond? What response would it elicit? And then we get into the what is it talking about? You know what I'm saying? So give me some grace. I appreciate you guys. I have a fun grouping of videos coming up, and I can't wait to go live with you really soon. So check the community tab for that. And until next time, I appreciate you. I love you. Peace. If you've enjoyed this video today, be sure to click this one right here, right there.